Over the next month, I am conducting the biggest golf ball test I have ever done. This might even be the biggest golf ball test on YouTube. I'm going to be testing every single premium golf ball on the market with the sole goal of finding out which is the best golf ball on the planet. I'll be testing 18 different golf balls from the 7 biggest manufacturers in the world. This is the first of 6 videos in this mini series, and it's a big one. I am putting the Titleist Pro V1 family, arguably the best golf balls ever made, up against the Z-Star range from Srixon, who are arguably the biggest golf ball manufacturer in the world. If you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button because you are not going to want to miss out on this mini series. Right then, let's get into it. Today's video is a clash of titans. The Titleist Pro V1 golf balls are regarded as the best golf balls in the world, but Srixon are the biggest golf ball manufacturer in the world, and you'd like to think that they know a thing or two about building golf balls. After all, the 2023 versions of the Z-Star range were arguably better than the Pro V1s, but all 6 of these golf balls have had a 2025 update, and it's going to be interesting to see if that performance edge has continued. The 6 golf balls I'm testing in today's video are the Titleist Pro V1, the Titleist Pro V1X, and the Titleist Left Dash Pro V1X. 3 of the most popular golf balls on tour, and they are going up against their Srixon counterparts. We've got the Srixon Z-Star, we've got the Srixon Z-Star Diamond, and finally, we've got the Srixon Z-Star XV. Both of these companies offer 3 different golf balls for their flagship range, and all 3 are direct competitors designed for the same reasons for the same type of golfer. So this should be an interesting video to see which golf ball range comes out on top. The testing process for this series is going to be both simple and thorough. I'm going to be hitting every single golf ball with 4 different golf clubs: the lob wedge, the pitching wedge, the 7-iron, and the driver. We need to understand what the performance is like throughout the whole bag. The best golf ball in the world should be able to perform with every single club. I'm going to be gathering a lot of data for this test as well. I'm going to be hitting each golf ball 20 times with each golf club. That means for today's video, I'm going to be hitting a total of 480 shots. And for this whole series, I'm actually going to be hitting nearly 1,500 shots, which is a serious amount of data to gather. Every good test needs a controlling factor, and this test is no different. I'm going to be using club head speed as a controlling factor. That way, I'm making sure that I'm comparing every single one of these golf balls like for like. And finally, to make sure that I'm using reliable data, I'm only going to be using the best 15 strikes from each data set. I'm a fairly average golfer, and I don't want my tops or my shanks to skew this data. But anyway, let's talk more golf shots. This test is probably going to take me a couple of days to complete. I'm not going to be able to hit all 480 shots in one day. So I'm not going to bore you with every single one of these shots. I'm going to crack on, do the testing, and I'll be back in a second with all of the results. Here's a little montage for you. Right guys, results are in, and frankly, my body is aching from all the shots I've hit. That was a long couple of days of hitting golf balls. But the pain is worth it in order to give you guys accurate results. I'm going to start off with the lob wedge results, but before I do, this is a reminder that this is the first of 6 videos where I reviewed the best premium golf balls on the market. I'm going to be testing 18 different golf balls from 7 different manufacturers with the sole goal of finding out which is the best golf ball in the world. Next week's video is a review of all of the new Callaway Chrome Tour golf balls. And the testing process is going to be exactly the same throughout the whole series. So you're going to be able to compare all of these golf balls like for like. And every single week, I'm going to be updating a rolling leaderboard, and by the end of the 6 videos, we will know which is the best golf ball in the world. So if you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. Anyway, back to the lob wedge results. The controlling club head speed for the lob wedge was 50 miles an hour, which is basically a pitch shot for me. And it's an area of the game where you need a lot of control, a lot of stopping power, especially if you want to hit the ball close to the hole. I'm not going to tease you with all of these results. I'm going to put them all on screen for you now, and we're going to go through them together. The main data points I'm looking at for this test are the carry numbers, the carry dispersion, which is the difference between the furthest and the shortest carry number, ball speed, spin, and height. All really important characteristics when considering what golf ball you want to use. And as we can see, all of the Srixon Z-Star golf balls are carrying further than the Titleist Pro V1 golf balls. Now, carry isn't the be-all and end-all in this area of the game. What's more important is stopping power and consistency. And frankly, the Z-Star golf balls are better at this as well. All 3 golf balls are spinning more than the Pro V1s, and all 3 balls are flying higher than the Pro V1s, so they will definitely stop quicker. The only thing the Pro V1s are better at is their carry dispersion. Again, this is the difference between the longest carry and the shortest carry, but honestly, they aren't significantly better at that. In fact, the most consistent golf ball is actually the Srixon Z-Star Diamond. So far, the edge is going to the Srixon golf balls, and more specifically, the Srixon Z-Star Diamond. Good carry, great consistency, and great stopping power. Let's move on to the pitch and wedge results. For the pitch and wedge, the average club head speed for the test was 77 miles an hour, which is basically a full swing for me. Again, I won't tease all of these results to you. Here are all of the results. This time, the results feel a little bit tighter. The biggest difference I'm seeing in these results is the difference in flight. The Z-Star golf balls are flying higher, and with the spin numbers being roughly the same, the stopping power should be better with the Srixon golf balls. Taking into account all of these results, I think the best golf ball from this data is the Srixon Z-Star XV. It's carrying the furthest, spinning the most, and flying the highest. The perfect combination of distance and stopping power. What's not to love? But again, the consistency of carry overall has to go to the Titleist Pro V1s. And the golf ball with the best carry dispersion was the Titleist Pro V1, the flagship golf ball for Titleist. We've got 2 more clubs to go, 2 sets of data to run through. Let's move on to the 7-iron. What are we looking for with the 7-iron? When it comes to wedges, we're naturally more focused on stopping power. But with a 7-iron, I think we want to see that golf ball flying a long way as well. Get in the comments, let me know what you think. Do you want to see your 7-iron stop quickly or fly further? It's an interesting one, isn't it? Anyway, the results. The controlling club head speed for the 7-iron test was 87 miles an hour. And again, this is a full swing for me. And again, here are all of the results. Just like with the pitch and wedge, we've got some pretty similar results, with the edge arguably going to the Srixon golf balls. Again, the Srixon Z-Star XV is flying the furthest and probably stopping the quickest. But there is one issue that I'm seeing with the Z-Star golf balls. There doesn't seem to be a huge difference between the Z-Star and the Z-Star Diamond. The Z-Star Diamond is essentially the Pro V1X in the Titleist range. It does feel harder, but that doesn't seem to be translating too much into spin with these longer clubs. Whereas with the Pro V1s, there's a pretty clear difference between the Titleist Pro V1 and the Titleist Pro V1X. So if you are a golfer who wants a spinnier golf ball with their irons, then you probably want to be leaning towards the Titleist Pro V1X. With all that said though, it does feel like the Srixon Z-Star XV is actually running away with it a bit. It seems to be performing with every single club so far, but we do have one important golf club to go. Let's move on to the driver results. This is the set of results that we've all been waiting for, the driver. The controlling club head speed for the driver is going to be 103 miles an hour. This is pretty much a full swing for me, but it is a speed that I can replicate quite easily, which is really, really important because I was starting to struggle towards the end of this test. But anyway, here are all of the results. Before we dive into details, I want to say that I'm really impressed with the Srixon range of Z-Star golf balls. You have to remember that these golf balls are £12 a dozen cheaper than the Titleist Pro V1s. Over the course of a season, that's a lot of money saved for the average golfer. So don't sleep on these golf balls. They are more than worth the money. Back to these sets of results, and looking over all of the data points, it's really difficult to find an outlier. The Z-Star Diamond and the Pro V1X are spinning spinning more and carrying less, which is exactly what you'd expect. And the two golf balls designed to fly the furthest, the Z-Star XV and the Left Dash Pro V1X, are doing exactly that as well. I can't really pick an outlier here, but the edge probably goes to the Srixon Z-Star XV again. It's flying a long way, it's spinning the lowest, it's rolling out the most, and the carry dispersion is the best. You can't really argue with these results. But I have put together a point system that's going to help us decide which golf ball actually wins this test. For the point system, I'm awarding points from 3 different areas of performance: distance, control, and consistency. And the way these golf balls are going to earn points is by their ranking in each of these categories. So theoretically, the golf ball that comes out on top should be the perfect combination of distance, spin, and build quality, which I think would make it the best overall golf ball. Without teasing you anymore, which golf ball is going to top the rankings after this first video? In 6th place, we have the Srixon Z-Star. Nothing really wrong with this golf ball, it just didn't excel in any of the categories. In 5th place, we have the Titleist Pro V1X. This golf ball's biggest issue was its carry dispersion numbers, and I think it struggled there because the spin is quite hard to control. In 4th place, we have the flagship Titleist Pro V1. Most people consider this golf ball the best golf ball on the planet. My testing seems to suggest that it's overrated. In 3rd place, we have the Srixon Z-Star XV. Despite arguably being the best golf ball with all of the clubs I tested today, the combination of all sums only puts it in 3rd place. In 2nd place, we have the Srixon Z-Star Diamond. This golf ball flew under the radar a little bit during the testing, but when all things are considered, this is a really good performing golf ball. And finally, that leaves us with the Titleist Left Dash Pro V1X as the overall winner from today's test. This golf ball ranked in the top 3 in all of the categories that we looked at. So if you're a golfer who values performance over value, then the Titleist Left Dash Pro V1 is probably the golf ball for you. After all, it is topping the rankings so far. But if you do want to save a little bit of money, then the Srixon Z-Star Diamond is a really great golf ball to put in your bag. But if you want a slightly lower spinning golf ball, then the Z-Star XV is a great golf ball as well. Guys, you've made it to the end of this video, and thank you so much for watching this whole video. We've got 5 more videos to go in this mini series. Next week, the brand new Callaway Chrome Tour golf balls are going through the same testing process that I've done today. How are those golf balls going to affect the overall standings of this leaderboard? And can any of them topple the Left Dash Pro V1X from the top of that list? There's only one way to find out. Hit that subscribe button and tune in to next week's video. I'll see you next week, guys.